It dawned on me that true living began at 64, a realization that stirred within me. David, what has kept me from all these years? What have I held back from myself? This inner questioning stirred within me, embodying both a sharp rebuke and a profound awakening. Bruce remained silent, his gaze fixed upon me, and that filled me with bravery. He stood by me, not through touch, but through the depth of his gaze, as my fingers gently grasped the straps and drew them down. Greetings, my friend. I didn't notice your presence until now. I was just sharing a tale about our experiences. Allow me to begin anew, so you can grasp the entire narrative of how everything came to be. At the age of 64, I found myself reflecting on the tapestry of my life. To be truthful, I never imagined that something as simple as tidying up could unravel into this unexpected tale. All because of my step-grandson's sudden arrival. It had been 12 years since my husband David departed from this world, leaving me to navigate the shadows of solitude and the weight of widowhood for far too long. As the late morning sun filtered through the windows, I found myself at a crossroads, ready to confront the daunting task I had long evaded. The cleaning of the basement. This chaotic little corner of my home loomed in my thoughts, a place I skirted around, its very idea tightening my chest with unease. Yet, I had summoned the bravery to confront it. That dimly lit room brimming with forgotten boxes, the scent of age-old relics, and echoes of a lifetime's worth of memories. The first box I opened unveiled a surprise that took me by surprise. An old photo album from my younger days. As I turned the pages, one particular photo captured my attention. It was from a gathering by the shore. In that moment, I found myself with a margarita cradled in one hand, adorned in a vibrant orange bikini, laughter bubbling up, as if the weight of the world had vanished. A joyful young Elizabeth, radiating happiness, gazed back at me with a carefree spirit. Gazing upon that photo awakened a deep feeling within me. It was a blend of comfort and melancholy, long-buried memories, desires once hidden, and excitement I had stifled surged forth, flooding my mind. And just then, a sound echoed from the basement door, pulling me into the unfolding mystery. With a jolt, I spun around to find Bruce, my step-grandson, right there before me. It had been for long years since our paths last crossed. He appeared more robust now, more mature, with that well-known smile of his. The final moment I laid eyes on him, he was just 23 years old. At that moment, he was likely around 27 years old, with a glint of mischief in his eyes. He raised a coffee cup high, declaring, "Surprise, Bruce. When did you arrive on this scene?" I inquired, taken by surprise, yet truly delighted to encounter him. At that moment, he responded, "Descending the staircase with purpose. I noticed your car parked outside, so I thought I'd drop by. It seems you might be in need of a little assistance." I was just on the verge of declaring, "No, I've got this under control." Yet, just as I was about to speak, he approached with a resolute expression that seemed quite profound for his age. His gaze fell upon the album I was clutching. "What's this?" he inquired, just as I was about to snatch the photo from his grasp. I paused, caught in a fleeting moment. His gaze was fixed on that image of young Elizabeth by the shore. He gazed at it for what seemed to stretch on forever before they finally turned to face me. "Is this what you seek? Could this be you?" "Indeed," I reply, a nervous chuckle escaping my lips. The untamed days of my youth, filled with adventures and memories that linger like echoes in the wind. Bruce's gaze flickered from the photo to me, a silent exchange unfolding between us. There was a glimmer in his eyes, a captivating blend of admiration and surprise. It was both unsettling and strangely comforting. What a moment. It's curious to envision you in this light, yet undeniably remarkable, he remarked, a smile gracing his lips. If you find pleasure in these small revelations, Come along to my channel for even more tales. Remember to join us and activate those notifications. For I assure you, this tale is only beginning, and it's one you won't want to overlook. I sensed a spark within, an elusive feeling that I couldn't fully comprehend, emotions I had long concealed, feelings that David had never truly stirred within me. They emerged for but a fleeting instant, yet this felt all wrong. It simply couldn't be. All right, let's put a pause on this stroll through the past, I said briskly, shutting the collection of musical tales. It's time to begin the journey of clearing these old boxes from this space. Yet, I was completely unaware of the journey that awaited me, shaped by that photo, Bruce's expressions, and the tempest stirring within me. Bruce softly halted my hands as I attempted to shut the album. We truly need to examine this, he remarked, a blend of jest and earnestness in his tone. It's astonishing to witness you in such youthful, lively, and transformed form. Come on, let's explore a bit further. For a fleeting moment, I paused. Not every image in that album held a sense of purity. Beyond those carefree beach snapshots, there existed bolder photos, moments that unveiled the untainted essence of my youth. Yet, witnessing the sheer fascination in Bruce's gaze and sensing the admiration radiating from him, I found myself unable to refuse. Very well, I replied with a gentle smile. However, a few of these photos could be considered a tad excessive. With a soft chuckle, Bruce nodded in understanding. With a confident smile, he declared, I'm sure everything's great, as he gently placed the album in his lap. As he settled beside me, his breath lingered just a whisper away, teasing me close to my skin. As we turned the pages, the vibrant beach party photos transitioned into lively snapshots of my college years spent dancing in nightclubs. One photo captured me in a snug, backless red dress, swaying playfully as I danced. Bruce took his time with that one, gazing at it for just a moment too long. Is this really you? He inquired, his gaze flitting between the photograph and my face, a blend of wonder and intrigue illuminating his features. Indeed, I responded, a touch shyly. It was merely the essence of youth. You see, in those days, everything had a unique flavor. Bruce paused, the weight of his words hanging in the air, before finally declaring, You're incredible. He paused, then added, All this time I've only ever thought of you as my grandmother, but you were like a total, I don't know, party girl. His words painted a vivid picture that made me blush. Yet they also awakened the spark deep within me. I reflected on how David had never expressed that level of admiration towards me. From my earliest memories, he was always a figure shrouded in distance, exuding a chill that felt almost palpable, and his strict demeanor loomed over me like a shadow. Yet, Bruce, he stood apart. The gaze he cast revealed depth that words could never reach. As we continued to turn the pages of the album, the images grew more vivid and striking. Once upon a time, I found myself in the company of friends, laughter echoing around us as I donned a playful ensemble of short shorts and a bikini top. Another revealed me twirling in a nightclub, adorned in a daring black dress. With a gentle smile, Bruce remarked, It's a privilege to witness these. Even in your youth, your beauty captivated all who beheld it. David found himself in the embrace of fortune. His words enveloped me in warmth. Yet they stirred something deeper within me as well. Something peculiar. The deeper I sensed Bruce's gaze, his curiosity, the clearer it became that an undeniable connection was forming between us. He embodied the very essence of the man I had envisioned in my youthful dreams. With a sense of assurance, I find myself openly admiring and eagerly seeking to uncover the facets of my being that I had long kept concealed. As we turned the final page, Bruce gently closed the album, yet his gaze remained fixed on me. Elizabeth, he murmured softly, you are truly remarkable. His words caught me off guard and stirred something deep within me. It felt like an eternity since someone had gazed at me with such intensity or spoken to me with such warmth. As my gaze met Bruce's, the atmosphere around us thickened, charged with an unspoken tension. Something was changing. In the chilly, dusty embrace of the basement, a flicker of warmth ignited within me. The mere presence of Bruce had the power to rejuvenate my spirit, making me feel youthful once more. In that moment, I found myself adrift, unaware of the destination these emotions were leading me toward. As Bruce closed the album and turned to me, I could see the profound admiration still shining in his eyes. "Elizabeth," he said, his voice a soft whisper, yet filled with genuine emotion. "Upon gazing at all those images, I must express this. You remain as timeless as ever. You continue to radiate youth and stunning beauty." The compliment left me momentarily speechless. In my younger days, I found myself unaccustomed to hearing such words, particularly from David. My heart raced, and a gentle warmth began to bloom in my cheeks. "Thank you, Bruce," I expressed. "Yet, one cannot escape the truth that time has woven its marks upon me." Yet, I took a brief moment to collect my courage before pressing on. "Perhaps age has graced me with wisdom, yet my passions remain as vibrant as ever. I have always held onto them tightly." Bruce smiled, his green eyes fixed on mine, steady and unyielding. "I can sense that," he remarked. "Your beauty is not merely striking, it is utterly enchanting." My gaze naturally drifted over his strong, athletic build for just a fleeting moment. With his towering height, broad shoulders, and gently tousled blonde locks, he exuded the charisma of a cinematic icon. Yet, what captivated me the most was the assured yet tender glimmer in his green eyes. "It's quite captivating to hear such words from a person of your caliber," I remarked, with a subtle smile. I contributed. "David stood apart, a figure entirely distinct from you. He exuded an air of tranquility, a sense of remoteness that set him apart. He never managed to do anything that would genuinely astonish or thrill me. He was a good man." Yet Bruce inclined his head, absorbing every sound with keen attention. "But not the kind of man you longed for, am I correct?" he inquired. I considered turning my gaze, yet found myself unable to do so. "Indeed," I replied with sincerity. "David lacked the thrill and fervor I had always hoped he would possess. While I wouldn't label him as a bad man, there was always an unshakable sense that something essential was absent." Bruce paused, a serene moment hanging in the air. Before offering me a soft yet assured smile. "Perhaps it's crucial for you to understand that," he remarked. "Perhaps this is the moment to uncover what truly satisfies that emptiness." His words ignited a flame within me. The manner in which this young man expressed his interest, grasped my essence, and spoke with such assurance stirred a thrill I hadn't experienced in ages. In that moment, I came to understand that Bruce was not merely distinct from David. He embodied the essence of the man I once envisioned in my youthful dreams. Yet, I found myself uncertain of where these emotions might lead me, or if they were truly the path I should follow. After a moment of stillness, Bruce rose to his feet and tucked his hands into his pockets. His emerald gaze found me once more. With a calm demeanor, he announced, "I'll place the bike in the garage and return shortly. Yet, dear Elizabeth, do not linger in the shadows of the basement. Kindly wait for me in the living room. If you would." The assurance in his voice and the manner in which he commanded the room had a remarkable impact on me. I gave a subtle nod, signaling my agreement. "Very well, Bruce," I said. With swift strides, Bruce ascended the stairs, and as I observed his ascent, my thoughts drifted to the way his passion for his motorcycle was weaving its influence into my own feelings. I envisioned the way he could appear, immersed in the task or gliding along with it beneath him, vibrant, fervent, resolute. Precisely, the sort of man I envisioned in my youthful dreams. He embodies everything I envisioned in my youthful dreams. He embodies everything I ever envisioned. I whispered softly to myself, he is my step-grandson. And at this very moment, he is truly making an impression on me. I transitioned to the living room and settled in, anticipation hanging in the air. Before too long, Bruce reappeared, a bottle of wine in hand. As soon as my gaze fell upon the label, a wave of recognition washed over me. The delightful essence of my cherished rose, a wine that dances on the palate. Unbeknownst to me, the source of his knowledge and the reason behind his thoughts remained a mystery. Yet once more, I sensed a flicker of inspiration kindling within me. I found this in the finest place I could, he remarked, a subtle smile playing on his lips. I trust this will resonate with you. What do you think of it? I exclaimed, taken aback. Bruce, let me share with you my most cherished wine. What led you to that realization? He shrugged, a look on his face that hinted at his reluctance to delve into an explanation. In my youth, I found myself captivated by the smallest details around me. It seems my memory served me well. I took a brief pause. It was profoundly moving that this young man had retained so many memories of me. Bruce, I murmured gently, this wine is truly exceptional and so considerate. Gratitude flows from my heart. With a gentle twist of the cap, he uncorked the bottle, letting the rich liquid cascade into 2 waiting glasses, before offering one to me with a knowing smile. Tonight, let us weave together some cherished memories, Elizabeth, he said. I lifted my glass high, and together we celebrated with a toast. With the first sip, the distinctive flavor of the rose swirled on my tongue, and my gaze remained fixed on Bruce, captivated by the moment. As the dialogue unfolded, I felt an undeniable pull towards him, captivated not only by his appearance, but also by the depth of his thoughts and the grace with which he presented himself. As our glasses approached emptiness, Bruce's gaze found mine once more, a moment suspended in time. His gaze held a warm and irresistible pull that beckoned me closer. Within me, a transformation was taking place, a blend of trepidation and thrill. Yet, I remained unaware of the destination these emotions were guiding me toward. In an instant, Bruce came to a halt. He placed his glass on the table and shifted his gaze back to me. This time, his gaze held a fiercer resolve, a deeper intensity. Elizabeth, he spoke softly. His voice was soft, yet brimming with an emotion he could not conceal. I gazed at him, a sudden rush of breath quickening within me. My heart raced within my chest, a drumbeat of anticipation echoing through me. Indeed, Bruce, I murmured, my voice a fragile thread, as if it struggled to hold on. In that moment, Bruce extended his hand towards mine. The gentle caress of his fingers gliding softly over my delicate, slender hand ignited a whirlwind of emotions within me. There's something I feel compelled to share, even though I probably shouldn't. He started to weave his tale. When I gaze upon you, I find myself utterly captivated. You are not merely stunning, you're beyond anything I could have ever envisioned. His words resonated within me, stirring something profound, and I could feel the warmth rising to my cheeks. Bruce, I began my tale, but just as I was about to reach the climax, he paused for a fleeting moment before drawing closer. In that instant, it seemed as though my heart was on the brink of ceasing its rhythm. As he drew nearer, a sense of inevitability washed over me, urging me to reconsider my next move. I wanted to resist, yet the magnetic draw I experienced was too strong to ignore. As his lips met mine, slow and deliberate, time itself appeared to stand still for a fleeting moment. That kiss. It was soft yet profound. Long-buried yearnings surged forth, breaking free from the shadows where they had lingered for so long. As his powerful hands found their way to my waist, I allowed myself to completely embrace the moment. As Bruce's lips parted from mine, the electric tension between us hung in the air, palpable and undeniable. My heart raced wildly, thumping with an intensity that felt almost alive. I gazed at him, wishing my eyes could convey the depth of my emotions. Yet translating those transforming feelings into language felt like an insurmountable challenge. In that fleeting moment, compelled by an irresistible urge, I leaned in and kissed him once more. This time, it was I who took the leap. As my lips met his once more, a spark ignited within me, awakening a long dormant fire. At first, Bruce appeared taken aback. Yet he swiftly found his voice. As our lips met, the kiss unfolded into a deeper, more passionate embrace. His hand glided to my waist, his strong fingers drawing me nearer with a touch that was both gentle and resolute. His warmth enveloped me, spreading through every part of my being. As we reclined together on the couch, the space between us was almost non-existent. His presence enveloped the air, his breath weaving through the atmosphere, every essence of him saturating the moment entirely. As I leaned against Bruce's chest, an unsettling sensation began to awaken within me. My heart raced. But this time it was not from fear or hesitation. It was an all-consuming urge to release everything entirely. I gradually propped myself up, sensing his inquisitive yet serene gaze upon me. His eyes, sharp and penetrating, appeared to grasp the depths of everything unfolding within me, without requiring a single word. As I rose to my feet, a moment of hesitation washed over me, my heart racing as I surrendered to a fierce, commanding impulse. My hands glided to the delicate straps of my dress, which had begun to feel like chains, binding me in place. Bruce remained silent, his gaze fixed upon me, and in that moment, a spark of bravery ignited within me. He was there for me, not through touch, but through the depth of his gaze. As my fingers delicately wrapped around the straps and gradually eased them down, the dress gracefully slipped away from my shoulders, cascading softly to the ground. The fabric enveloped my bare feet, embracing them like a gentle, soft huddle. In that moment, I could finally inhale the essence of freedom. It transcended mere physicality. It felt like a profound release, as if I were casting off the weight of years spent in restraint and finally embracing my true self. As I shifted my focus back to Bruce, the admiration and awe etched on his face were undeniably clear. He remained silent, and that spoke volumes. He grasped the essence. This was my journey of transcending boundaries, embracing my true self completely. With the deliberate grace, Bruce rose from his seat, extending his hand toward me in an inviting gesture. His touch was, as ever, a blend of gentleness and strength. But this time, I wasn't merely holding him close. I was enveloping the entirety of my being. For a full 15 minutes, I remained in that precise spot on the couch, hardly stirring. In that moment, I teetered on the brink of oblivion, yet somehow, I found the strength to cling to consciousness. Perhaps it was the years of yearning that forged this peculiar strength within me. Bruce's robust, commanding presence had always captivated me, but now, the depth of my attraction had reached an entirely new realm. I found myself gasping, as if I had just shed the weight of the entire universe. My heart raced, my body trembled, and every fiber of my being felt the weight of his presence. For the first time in my life, I experienced a profound sense of physical exhaustion that was utterly exhilarating. It was not a boundary. It was a release from the chains that bound me. Amidst the tide of these intense feelings, my thoughts drifted into a curious contemplation. It was in this moment that I realized I had merely existed until now. A thought echoed in my mind. David, what has kept me from all these years? What have I kept from myself for such an extended time? This inner questioning resonated as a subtle defiance and a long-awaited enlightenment. Bruce, still panting, ran a hand through his hair. Witnessing his shared emotions brought me a sense of solace. With a subtle smile playing on his lips, he ran his fingers through his disheveled hair and, in a soft murmur, declared, "I'm going to take a shower." In that moment, I sensed the glimmer in his eyes, the gentle lilt of his voice, and the quiet resolve that lay beneath it all. And just like that, the world transformed into something even more vivid. I observed Bruce retreat into the distance. Yet my thoughts lingered on the recent events, wrapped in a poignant mix of joy and sorrow that comes with uncovering one's true self at such a late stage in life. Having journeyed this far, it's clear that my tale has resonated with you. There's a wealth of tales waiting to be unveiled, and you'll surely want to be part of every moment. Be sure to tap that follow button, activate notifications, and share your thoughts about this tale in the comments. I eagerly anticipate your insights. So let's engage in conversation in the comments below. Your support is truly invaluable to me.